do not let anything stop you from making art.
Hello, one and all, and welcome to another exciting adventure on Spirit Sessions of View of the Light. Today, we have a friend called Brittany Floyd, who is going to share with us 10 facts of how creativity improves our life, and she is also the creator of Sacred Yin Secrets. But wait, first, we're going to jump to my co-host, Rhonda Elliott, who has the challenge of the week for us.
Yeah, this is a great new section that Teresa sprung on me the other day and decided we needed in this new segment. So every week, one of us, anyways, so I get the first one anyways, is going to pull an angel card or whatever, oracle card or whatever card they like. And today, because I was mentored by Kyle Gray, and I'm using his deck, the Angel Guide, Oracle Guide. So I'm pulling, we usually do a heart, strength the heart, a challenge card. So today, I always like the challenge card. I always like to see what the angels have challenged for us today. So I'm going to pull this card. I pulled this card and I thought it was just like, oh yeah, this is a great card, guys, you pulled for us. And I'll show you what it is. It's the card of transformation. And what better day than on Easter Sunday to have a transformation card. So yeah. The transformation card, you are ready to move beyond the energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and to make space in your life for something more purposeful. When this card appears, the angels are saying, okay, guys, it's time, it's go time. So get going. And how are we going to move beyond ourselves? How are we going to force ourselves to drop down some of that old baggage and start picking up our new life and our more joyful life? Well, I pulled another card to see what would help us with that. And it was compassion. Oh. And this is the compassion card. So I think this one means it's the compassion we not only have for all of humanity, that when we transform, we help transform and uplift humanity, but I think it's mainly the compassion we have for ourselves, to forgive ourselves for not dropping that bag sooner, not letting go of all that stuff that holds us to the past and holds us back and all that self-negative talk that we do. So if we let go of that and we have compassion for ourselves and say, you know, we are a child of God and we are good enough to be here just on our own, that we can transform our lives. And when we transform our lives, we transform the lives of everyone around us and everyone in our life. Because when we uplift and let the angels come in, then darn, everybody feels better. So that's your challenge for the week. Figure out what your transformation is, what you want to let go of, and go forth. And just love yourself, and that'll be the biggest transformation. So I guess, Teresa, you can introduce our guest because you know her. You know her when she comes into our space here on Spirit Section. She's a regular viewer. So you always see the little Sacred Yin Secrets little logo from her. You know her as Sacred Yin Secrets. Teresa, you know her as Brittany. So you introduce our guest.
I know her as Jessica's best friend. I met her through Jessica. Like a lot of people, we met through the Akashic Academy or other places. Well, Brittany is directly spawned from Jessica. And so it's been fun and it's been transformative for me. Is that the word? Oh my God, yeah. So the word, I've been finding great transformation in their friendship and the neat things that they do and stuff. And hey, Tawana. So welcome to the show, Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you. And happy Easter to those who celebrate. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brittany Floyd. I'm 34 years old. I am a mother of 3 beautiful children. I am the passionate creator behind Sacred Yin Secrets, and I am definitely all about embracing creativity. I'm also a Reiki practitioner and intuitive healer.
Love that Reiki practitioner thing.
Yes, Reiki is amazing.
Which came first?
Yeah.
So I originally first started. I started with press-on nails.
Oh, okay.
So back in December of 2020, I started my press-on nail business, and at first it was called Nail Beauty by Brittany. And then shortly after, I got introduced to Reiki, and it had me healing myself, working on healing myself. And then through that, I have, my senses have heightened. Everything around me is just magical. And then I have turned to canvases and wood paintings and just being creative in general. I'm way more creative since I got introduced to Reiki.
So do you think like your nail art is really like it's beautiful miniature? So with the Reiki, did it expand you to want you to expand into the larger canvas?
Yeah, I think that, yeah, because nail art is just like, that fine, intricate. And honestly, I really wanted it because I know what nails do for me, right? Nails make me, it's just like an activation of this, confident energy, right? I don't know most women that don't, when they put nails on, they feel better. So it was an empowerment for women when I first had started the nail business. And then I wanted to reach more than just women. I wanted to, and also I wanted to paint on larger things so I can put more detail into the work as well. So
Just expand all your creativity
yes,
this way.
expand it all.
That's awesome. Awesome. So that's been quite a jump for you. And even coming on here, I know you've been on Jessica's show, but what else do you do with Jessica and the Breakthrough Network? Tell us a little bit about that as well. And then you can invite everybody else to come along.
Yeah, I am. I host event parties in the Breakthrough Show Network virtual community. Craft Circle, we do it twice a month. The next one that we have coming up is on April 10th from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And you just come in and you can just bring whatever craft you want. It doesn't matter. And what I love about it is that when people come in, that everyone always has a different craft. Like I've had people work on their websites. I've had people come in and crochet, diamond painting, making bracelets, and of course I do all this other kind of artwork. So I'm always doing something, whether it's nails, painting, and just whatever. And it's fun. It's kid friendly because the kids come and they can come and show their crafts that they make. And you can come just to seek inspiration because sometimes, I don't know, when you're doing art, we have that creative block sometimes. And surrounding yourself with others that are creative kind of can help spark that creativity back within you and inspire you. So
this is like when you say it's a virtual community, it's like a Zoom meeting that everybody's allowed to, but it's kind of a cool Zoom meeting, right? It's like
we have in the artist studio, we have like artist desks set up all around, and it's got really cool little things. So you're not just looking at each other's faces. It's like we're in a room together, and it's super
you're like an avatar almost in a space, right? And
yeah,
that's so cool. Yeah, it's she says our craft circle is the best thing. Brittany creates such a beautiful space to be creative in, and that's the thing, because you're holding that energetic space, and people go, oh, I'm going to attend. Then they kind of like, the procrastination is out the window. Then you have to go and create, right? You just have to go and do it, right?
Yeah, sometimes. And then I get a lot of people that are like, they want to craft, they want to do these things, and they're not really sure like what they want to do. And sometimes it's just about just doing it. It's the act of doing it. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes I'll start a painting, and I don't know where I'm going to go with it. All I have in mind is the colors that I want to use, and then I just go with it. Just go with wherever it takes you.
What's your
And
medium to use?
acrylic. I use acrylic paints.
Oh, neat. I like that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start trying to, because I'm from West Virginia. I live in West Virginia, so there's country all around us and all different types of beautiful scenery. So I want to start incorporating nature into my artwork as well, other than just painting nature scenes, but actually putting it in as well. And I think
do you have that little thing that you made the other day with the moss on it?
Oh, it's in the other room. I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it on me. But I got these little baby pine cones that are in my backyard, and I picked those up so I can put the little pine cones on.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and you know what? Being creative doesn't have to be expensive. You can literally go out and you can make mandalas with art, nature, sticks, flowers, whatever you can find. And I think that's the beautiful part about art.
Sort of a multimedia type of experience, right?
Yeah.
That's
kind
awesome.
of like for kids playing around, we would go outside and it'd be big adventures. I used to make little like teepees out of sticks and wrap leaves around them and stuff. So it's getting us back to our inner child creativity.
Yeah, and I think that helps a lot when we tap into that creativity. It kind of does bring out that inner child, and allows you to process your emotions, and be able to express your emotions in such an amazing way, right? Because art is, what I love about art the most is that I have this vision of what I want the artwork to be and what it represents to me. And then to somebody else, it can mean something totally different. And that's what I love about art.
Wow. That's exciting. Were you creative as a child and stuff too? Or did this just bloom later?
So when I was growing up, my mom was, we weren't rich. We didn't grow up rich. We didn't have money really. My mom was a single mom, worked 2 jobs. I always seen her be creative. I always seen her like she is one of those types that can transform the inside of your house like crazy. She is like the DIY queen, and she worked in Walmart for 20 years in the craft department. So I can like, I've always had it around me, maybe not necessarily expressed it in forms of art, but in different ways, so I think I've always had that, but I didn't choose to tap into it until about when I went through an injury. So I was born with scoliosis, and so I've never been able to be fully active, like I can exercise and do a little bit, but there's times that I just can't. And before I got into artwork, I actually was in the healthcare field, and I was I was doing home health, and I was taking care of an elderly person. And I ended up hurting my back way more because they didn't have the things that I needed in order to really help me help him.
Right.
And so I ended up hurting my back more and having to leave. And then I wasn't in the greatest relationship. I was kind of like that sense of loneliness. I felt like I was alone. I felt like I didn't have anybody. I felt like something was missing. I wasn't happy. I wasn't, just a lot of things. And sitting with myself and sitting with those emotions had allowed me to form this creativity within myself. And then when that happened, it just kind of has blossomed into this amazing thing. So
Oh, that's beautiful. How much fun that is. I love that.
yeah. So I'm going to share here about 10 facts that creativity can help you with, help improve your life. Number one is stress reduction. Engaging in creativities such as painting, writing, crafting, it's like it's like a form of therapy. So it reduces stress levels and promotes relaxation. The second one is enhanced problem solving skills. Creativity encourages out of the box thinking, helping you to develop the innovative solutions to challenges and various aspects of your life.
Oh, yeah.
The third one is improved mood. Creating art actually releases endorphins, which can boost your mood and increase your feelings of happiness and well-being. Fourth is the increased self-expression. Expressing yourself creatively, if I can get that out, allows you to communicate thoughts, emotions, and ideas in unique and meaningful ways, fostering a sense of identity and authentication.
Wow, that's a lot.
Number 5 is enhanced cognitive function. Regular engagement in creative activities has linked to improved cognitive function, including better memory, concentration, and mental agility. The sixth one is greater resilience. Creativity encourages experimentation and risk-taking, helping you to build resilience by learning from setbacks and adapting to change more effectively. And I have I can be the first to say that I have had challenges when creating art, because I didn't even know that I could draw. I didn't even know that I could paint until I just did it. So all this is learning for me, but it's also building that up for me too, that confidence up for me, and it has helped me learn, like, okay, I'm not perfect at this, but I can perfect it in my own way, right? I can perfect it in my own way, and that's beautiful.
Make happy trees.
Yeah. The seventh reason is expanded perspective. Engaging in creative pursuits can broaden your perspective and encourage empathy as you explore different viewpoints and experiences through art and expression. The eighth one, which I feel like resonates with me the most, is boosted confidence. Accomplishing creative tasks and seeing your ideas come to life can boost self-esteem and confidence, empowering you to tackle on new challenges with courage and conviction.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that
one I feel like has really allowed me, because I question myself a lot, and I used to compare myself a lot. I still do to an extent, but I'm getting better at being like, this is me, this is who I am. I'm just this whimsical, artist, and it is what it is. And some people are not always going to like my art, and that's okay. And and it has allowed me to really accept myself for who I am, and embrace my imaginative, creative self.
Yeah.
The number 9 is increased mindfulness. Creative activities often require focus, attention in the present moment. It allows you to, when you fully immerse yourself into that, it allows you to be in the present moment, and it allows you to not really necessarily think about what's going on, what stresses that you have in your life.
Do you think it's like a type of meditation?
Yeah, I would definitely say that it is a form of meditation, at least for me. Yeah.
And would this explain why sometimes we could do artwork and the whole day goes by. It's like, oh man, I forgot to eat all day or something because
Yeah.
Zen spot or something.
Yeah, it definitely brings me. I know sometimes my kids, when I'm in the zone and my kids are like coming to ask me questions, they have to scream my name like 20 times because I'm so immersed into the painting that I can tune everything else out. So it's
Fun.
I think it's a great way. It's a great form of meditation for me.
Yeah.
And the number 10 is strengthen relationships. Collaborating on creative projects or sharing your creations with others can strengthen bonds, foster connection, and create shared experiences that deepen relationships.
Do you think
So-
it's because you expose yourself a bit more? You're more vulnerable when you're creating, like on the canvas, like you've taken something that's inside of you and put it outside, that it's easier then to share with the people that are looking at that part of you?
For me talking with words isn't really necessarily my thing.
Right.
I'm a filler. I like to I feel the emotions. Necessarily sometimes I don't even have to speak, So for me, it is a way for me to express myself and to share that. And I think and is it's not difficult for me, but it may be for somebody else.
Now, do you feel you channel your art? Sorry, Teresa.
Oh, go ahead. That's a good question.
Do you feel like you channel your art? Like
Yeah,
it comes from somewhere else?
Yeah, a lot of times my paintings are, sometimes I pull cards to help me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I meditate, and a lot of the things that I see in my meditation have been incorporated somehow into my paintings. Happy Easter.
That's so cool. So I had a question. This is a little different. I've heard like sometimes how it helps with the bonding when you share your stuff, and I think seeing the art would help everybody's hearts to open, for conversation. But is there ever a time that you found sharing was like too soon to share, and the feedback actually made you not want to do it, or is that just the thing you deal with? You know what I mean?
I feel like for me, it was one of those things until I became a little bit more confident in myself. Right. Is now I feel better about sharing my artwork. Whereas before, like I kind of had to work through that. And then now I can share my artwork with no problem.
Oh, I love it.
So
what fun. Shall we look at some?
Yeah. As you can see here, I got this one back behind me.
Just a second, I'm going to put you bigger.
Okay.
Wow. There we go.
Now this one back behind me, this one here. I know it's kind of...
I love it.
Kind of back the glare on it.
Yeah, they get the shiny glare then, but it's beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
Have you got a title for it?
This one, I think this one is just Enlightened. I think that's what I'm going to call it, is Enlightened.
Okay.
And then I also have created a vision board for myself. I've done vision board paintings here.
Oh, there's a workshop for you.
No, I wanted to do a workshop on that.
Yeah, let's do a workshop on that. Yeah.
You got 2 votes.
Yeah. Okay, this one is my latest piece here. And this is called Realm of Wisdom.
Oh, man. What rich colors, though, man. You can almost taste them. They're just beautiful.
Push it right in close. Yeah. Let's push it right
love
in close. I want to see the detail. Oh, that is so cool.
I think
I could just show you in.
Oh, look at the people.
Yeah.
Hearts. Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, and little mushrooms. Or are they jellyfish? They're little mushrooms in there. Oh, so cool. Oh, I like mushrooms.
I'm just a whimsical, so mushrooms are amazing. Mushrooms are amazing.
I had my lion's mane this morning. Yeah.
Wow.
This is a sneak peek, y'all, because I haven't finished this one, but I'm gonna go
premiere
anyways.
Wow. Those rocks are good.
Yeah, they look like, that looks like West Virginia.
Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, I definitely draw inspiration through a lot of my paintings through West Virginia because, you know, we have a lot of mountains here, hills, and all different kinds of things. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful here. That's
Wow. Oh, yeah. I love it. Perfect.
And then I have like little wood pieces here. I have like little things that you can hang up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
So what did you use to paint? How did you paint on that? Did you start it off? Like, did you put a base coat on your?
Gesso. I just use gesso first to kind of give it that smoother
Right.
surface, and then just paint it. I mean, of course, with wood, you're still going to have little imperfections. You know, you just got to make sure when you're doing the detail work that you just kind of follow wherever the little thing is here. See, I have like these little.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
See, these are these ones I created were just fun. They weren't just necessarily, you know, like from meditative, just something that I wanted to paint.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, these would brighten any room.
yeah. And then I have this one here.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
That's my friend.
I call it Truth because she is a warrior goddess that had that allures people in with her beauty and provokes them to speak the truth.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Then I could show you a little bit of my nails here real quick too, that I have some laying around here.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my God. Well, as you can see, my nails. No.
These are fun. You know, they have the little smiley faces and stuff.
Oh.
Are those press-on nails, or
Yes.
do you have them?
Wow.
Yes, they're press-on nails that you could just stick on yourself. They're a little bit. They're better quality than the ones that you see in the store, right? My press-on nails, I make them with gel polish, and then I also use a hard gel to also go over it to kind of to make them more durable. And they look like when you put them on, if you properly prep your nails, they last 2 weeks, sometimes even longer. My neighbor bought one one time, and it's been like a month, and she would come over to me. She's like, Brittany, how do I get these nails off?
Oh,
So
wow.
I guess it just depends on how well you prep them, but yeah, they are better quality. And also, I just, you know, I can get super creative. I thought I had my mushroom ones out here, but apparently I don't.
So I have a question about the process. Do people commission you? Like, I'm looking for nails with cosmos on it or something, or do you just have some painted already that they pick from?
Okay, so with my nails, I actually am the best at creating specifically a set for you. So you tell me what you want, or you can give me a few examples of what you want, and then I create it. Wow. And then I show them before I leave, which I've never had a person tell me that they don't like my art, you know, when I'm done. But
Wow.
you know, like, and then it's just an experience that I create something specifically made for them.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I definitely enjoy being creative, and even what most people don't realize is that creativity comes in so many different like forms. You can write poetry, even with your food, cooking food. You can be creative. Like for me, I'm starting to garden, so if you're, you know, being able to, that is being creative. It's just being creative. You can do so many different things. It doesn't have to be just art. But then again, everything is art, right?
Well, once you look at it that way, I have one more question. Let me see if I can get the words. It's like, I forgot. Never mind. I'll keep looking for it. Yeah,
Sure.
here it is. Do you infuse Reiki or any other healing
I was
into
going to
your?
ask the same thing.
Yes,
where-
yes.
I was wondering if you painted underneath your paintings the symbols.
No, I kind of just do it with my, the intention of it being that, like I draw it in my mind. But I have thought about doing it, putting some of this, when intuitively says, hey, you need to do this, then that's probably it.
But here's a tip for all those Reiki people's level 2 and above. If you have the symbols and you're painting a room, you can paint them underneath your paint and then paint over them, and nobody knows they're there, but they're there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
amazing.
Yeah. So the energy can radiate from your paintings with your intention. So it's kind of a cool.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Cool way to paint. So yeah, when you're prepping, you can paint it on the prep. But yeah, so did you find you're more creative after you had Reiki or before, or how did that work? Did you find you had more channeling after Reiki, or when
I
you're
feel
more
like
connected?
Yeah, it's helped me allow me to feel more connected to the source, and it has allowed me to kind of, without Reiki, I wouldn't have been able to heal myself and still be in that fear of judgment, like I grew up in a Christian home, and it was very strict and very I couldn't really necessarily be myself. I kind of felt like I was the black sheep out of the family, and being able to art and Reiki and all of that has able to allow me to be my true authentic self.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black sheep is just showing their true authenticity.
Yeah.
I think more like the psychedelic sheep, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
Well, that too. Whatever.
I always remember it. Yeah. The spotted ones, and then the white ones, and the pure ones, and whatever way it turned out, he got the better end of the deal, right?
Yeah, right. I'm able to I don't have that fear so much anymore, as far as like being judged for who I am, because I'm amazing, and if you don't feel that way, then that's on you. If you don't, that's on you. So what to me is like, what's so wrong with it's so amazing to be creative and have this imagination, like how boring could it be that you don't that you don't have that magic in your life, the magic of imagination,
Yeah, that's true. So imagination appreciation is what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think once you feel that connection to source, then you realize source is in you and in everybody. So we're all the same, even though we're all different. We all have that core same light in us. So there's no better or worse. We're all just fractals of that same light, and little bits of the raindrops reflecting all the different parts of your world. Is like that's what we're kind of like.
Yeah, it's amazing. That and where our, how we express ourselves is a form of art as well, and it could be a form of creativity as well. What you like to wear, and I think it's just beautiful, right? How everybody it just embraces this different aspects of themselves, and it's just a beautiful thing how you can express yourself through your hair, through your nails, through what you wear, whatever you choose, and that it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's free choice everywhere, because you could decide how you want it or how you want to feel about it.
Yeah.
So
and within itself.
So you're going to be starting to offer workshops, right, to other people through your Sacred Yin. What else do you offer through Sacred Yin Secrets? Is that just another expression place, or what do you do? What do you have some workshops or some products you sell besides your beautiful nails? Do you do that through Sacred Yin Secrets?
Yeah, I do the nails and the canvases and the wood pieces through Sacred Yin Secrets. And then also I have, me and Jessica have been working on a book together,
Woo-hoo.
a family book together, and I illustrated the images that are going to be put into the book. I think that eventually I'm going to be teaching some classes in the future. It's just the thought. I haven't sat down and really thought about it.
Right.
But doing it like a color therapy class and whatnot. So I thought about that in the community. So that's something that it will probably be in the future as well.
A good place to
so
try it out in the community, eh?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh, does this flow to your children, your creativity? I know you said some show up to your craft circles, but do your children carry this creativity?
my daughter definitely does. My daughter will sit and she started drawing when she was about 7. I want to say 7 or 8, and then she was bringing me, she'll bring me pictures that she draws, and then I also, me and Jessica are besties, so our daughters are besties too.
Oh,
So
nice.
they've been making this cow house out of cardboard, and they've been creating it together. So I definitely see when I'm being creative, that the creativity kind of just allows it to embrace in this whole house, especially with her. She definitely loves to be creative.
It's a bit contagious, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Like recently she's been making a lot of bracelets, and she'll sit there for hours. Now I know most people don't know my daughter, but my daughter is not the one to sit and be quiet. She is a very active child. She's a Sagittarius, so she's full of that fiery energy, and she's just herself. But when she does bracelets, she's so quiet. I have to go and check on her to make sure that she's okay.
It's kind of her meditation, eh? So she's probably very stress relieving meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So concentrate it and get out of your head. Well, we have a couple of questions, and I don't know if Teresa prepped you for them or not.
She knew them. She already knew.
She's watched this.
So these answers are going to come like this, right?
No. Yeah, right. So you can ask the first question, Teresa, because that's your question.
Okay, so there you are, stepping up to the podium to teach people or to share something. But on your way up, your song is playing, and it pumps you up and gets you all excited. You feel the support. What song are they playing?
Manifesting Magic by Samantha Lee.
Oh, I don't know that one, but we'll have to put a link into it in the comments. Somebody knows, pop it into the comments and put the link in.
Yeah. It's called Manifesting Magic by Samantha Lee.
Oh, I have to find that one and put it in. Give me a minute.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, do you like crystals?
Yes, I love crystals.
What's your favorite crystal or do you have, okay, I know it's like picking your favorite child, but what is your favorite crystal right now that you're using a lot of?
I always wear this tourmalated quartz. I always have it around my neck usually. It's my go-to when I'm going out or but I love this green fluorite.
Nice. Look at that.
That's wow.
Yeah.
That is magical.
Yeah, and it's just, you could just feel when you feel it, it's just oh
yeah.
I think that's probably one of my favorites. It's so hard to choose though.
It is hard to choose.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Okay, and the third question.
The third question, just reminding, just thinking about your peacock painting there, and it's really just like, wow. So, have you ever seen a UFO or experienced extra dimensional contact?
Like I would, I feel like we're all aliens, right? I feel like we're all aliens. But I do want to say that I have on several different occasions. Now I've been outside and I've seen, like, up in the sky, I've seen flashing thing, and it was actually during this time last year, during the solar eclipse that we had last year.
Oh,
Actually near it, and then it was there for a good 20 minutes and then just disappeared. And then I've seen orbs. Now I've had and I guess if you want to, like how you I've was talking to a friend, and then all of a sudden you just see these three little specks that look like, and then next thing you know, it just formed this big green orb right next to me. And I'm like,
right next to you?
Yeah,
like
right
not in the sky, like right.
No, like right next to me.
Oh,
And I'm like,
wow.
I'm looking at asking my friend, I'm like, do you see this? Because I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm not freaking out. Because it was like three little white little specks that look like just like dirt, and I was just like, oh, it just must be some dust or something. And then the next thing I know, there was this big old green orb right next to me.
And she saw it too with her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, I think that was a visitation of some sort. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing, and the energy felt amazing too.
Ooh.
Ooh, so it could have been an angel, it could have been an ET, you just don't know, or
you don't know.
Thing.
I think it's all one and the same. If you know,
I think the extra dimensionals, yeah, could have been a dragon. Still looking for mine. Anyways, yeah.
I hope you find your dragon, Rhonda.
I know.
I miss it.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I think it just flew away. I think it de-manifested yourself. That's really cool. Now I'm looking at your green fluorite ball, thinking that, did you get that fluorite ball before the orb or after the orb?
It was actually after. And what's crazy is that they had all these crystals laying out, like all these spheres, and the green fluorite one was the first one that called to me. I was like, I have to have that. I have to have, like one of those, like.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. People, yeah. What about putting crystals in your paintings? Have you ever thought of that? Like actual, like.
You can get chips. You could buy them in chips too if you want smaller ones.
Yeah, I actually thought about doing like, those my little shadow boxes here. And then
multimedia them. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool. I bought one of those. Yeah. Kind of have them. People, it's the energy they exude, eh? The crystals exude an energy that's different than anything else. And if you don't believe us, guys, about the energy coming from crystals, remember you're watching this over a silicon-based crystal system, and it's coming to you live over. Just explain that to me. But anyways, they're all little crystal chips made out of quartz, and yeah, we're all in the quartz world. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's really cool how this is all made possible. No wonder they could power Atlantis with them. Right. Anyways, so anything? Well, what are you going to put in your painting? Have you got any ideas yet? The new one?
The new one that I just been working on. I am gonna put some type of like some type of orb or something within those paintings, like with it, like making it like more magical, because I'm a whimsical artist, so like I want to be able to incorporate some of that. Maybe even a fairy, who knows?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love that.
I see the fairies like little orbs sometimes. They just kind of float through. Sometimes they float through my screen. Sometimes they float through in front of me, and they're just like, We've seen it on lots of people's screens, eh? When we've been talking to them, orbs will float through. So I'm always watching people and checking to see if orbs are floating through the air at them or around them. It's kind of interesting.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, it is neat. I do the same thing. I'll be like, oh look, there's one.
Yeah.
Yes.
People don't realize them. They're thinking, oh, no, it's not. And but so special. Any closing words there, Teresa? You wanted to sum up today? I keep seeing the light, but I'm pretty sure that's from your outside window, right? That keeps flashing into behind you.
I don't know.
Wait, what? Sorry.
You have light that keeps flashing in behind you, but I'm assuming it's the window in front of you that people are passing by on the road and getting reflections off here.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there was a car that just passed.
Yeah. But you have a nice dark sky there, so you have a chance to see more out there, right? Where you are.
You mean as far as like it's more open?
Yeah.
So
and
I'll
dark at night.
Yeah,
more
and
dark at night.
Dark. Yeah, because I'm more country. I live in the country, so it's more dark, and it's beautiful out there. I love sitting out there.
Nice. Listening to the frogs now in the spring must be gorgeous. Yeah.
Crickets at night. That's all you hear is crickets and bullfrogs.
Sweet. Right now we got the spring peepers coming, but yeah, it's cool. A little cold for crickets.
I was going to share some of my takeaways, and not everybody can come back and watch it. But one, doing art is pretty darn meditative when you do it, and you're having fun, and you come off of it feeling uplifted and enlightened and more confident. It improves the mood. It helps with self-expression because you learn to communicate in unique ways, because the nature of the art and trying to get what's in here out to here onto whatever medium you're using, man, you need some good ideas for that, and so it helps to open up these different cognitive functions in us, and to boost the confidence one, and increases your focus and attention. And the last one was the strengthen relationships and stuff, because when you're sharing from your heart and everybody's feeling it too, and then it's a nice community thing, so those are my takeaways from what it means to be creative and blooming with it.
Yeah, I love that. And that's exactly what I use.
So that on April 10th, you go to Brittany's page. All the links are in her bio or in the description for the video or the podcast. And you can link into her page and you can see how to get into the community creativity hub with Brittany. And you said 2:00 Eastern, is it? 2:00
Yeah, it starts at 2:00 from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern.
And it's a free venue, and you just go in and let your freak fly, pretty much, with whatever you're doing and sharing your art.
It's free. Just bring yourself, and if you want to bring your craft, you're more welcome to do so. But if you just wanted to seek inspiration or surround yourself with creative people, you're more than welcome to join us as well.
Yeah, it's just a nice place to go and visit, and sort of let's get down and it makes you make the space for creativity. So it makes you like the work pompadours, where it makes you make the space to go and get your task done and hold you accountable. This makes you accountable to use your creativity to help yourself. So
and it counts as me time for people looking to put me time back into their schedule. Going to Brittany's circle will help put the me time back in creatively.
Yeah, and just like for me, for instance, I'm definitely like an introvert, so I don't like to be out in crowds. I don't like to be surrounded by people. So this is the best way. It's virtually, you could be in the comfort of your own home and craft for a couple of hours and meet some amazing people. And it's free.
So great. So awesome. Well, happy Easter, everyone. If you're celebrating, happy Passover. If you're celebrating whatever else you're celebrating in this holy week or this holy time and this springtime, just happy spring, everyone. And enjoy today. Go out in nature, hug a tree, and have some me time inside.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you next week. Marla Torres is on, and she'll be talking about shamanic Reiki and a whole bunch of other things. So,
and the week after that, to get everybody ready, we're going to have messages and meditations. So it'll be a special day of card pulls and short probing meditations.
Yeah, another me time for you. Yeah. And just a fun day. So come forward with your questions, and you may get some answers. Thank you, Brittany. Thanks for joining us. And it's lovely to meet you in person instead of as that little logo, Sacred Yin Secrets. I'm so happy to have met you today.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing. Thank you.
I'm glad we made you comfortable. So talk to you guys later. Share us out and let us know you're watching, especially on the podcast. It really helps us out. Let us know you rate us and review us and subscribe and all that other great stuff. It helps us keep us on the air. Thanks very much. Take care. We'll see you on the other side, Brittany.
Do not let anything stop you from making art.